Hello, my fellow crafters. I want to vlog a week of crafting because I just need to expand on what I'm working on right now. I'm hyper focused on one project and there's just too much that needs to get done in the month of January. So we're gonna do that. I want to go over, so technically I have one finished object. I finished my Stockholm hat. I do love my silly little goose, but he does need a pom-pom. I'm counting it as finished. I will figure out the pom-pom situation later because too many other things are happening, but happy to report Stockholm hat is nice and done. I think that I kind of prefer my chunkier beanies. The reason that I made it was because I really wanted to do duplicate stitching on a beanie, and that part is really nice, but other than that I don't know if I really like a fully stockinette beanie because it's just not as squishy. It's not as squishy as a ribbed beanie of any sort. But I gotta get into my whips because a lot of things have been happening. I started my Lakes cardigan class. I printed out my little itinerary for the class. I'm not going to be working on this week, but I will probably have an update after my class next week, so yay, some rectangles. If you watched my 2026 bingo video, then you know that I was starting my Tunisian crochet blanket that had cross stitching on it. Yeah, I made a lot of progress. First panel is done, so each panel is about 200 or so, 202 rows of Tunisian crochet, so yay. We've got 4 panels, and then we started cross stitching yesterday. You cannot tell me that that's not the cutest freaking thing ever. I'm so excited. This is so pretty. I'm loving this so much. Now, the issue that I have come to is that this is all I want to work on. I think I actually really enjoy cross stitching on Tunisian crochet. This is very fun. This is so fun. And we did figure out how to do it where it's we don't have ends on the back. You can still kind of see it on the wrong side, but I'm not too bothered by it. If you've done embroidery or cross stitching, you know that the back can get real messy. So that's that. If you guys remember, I did want to make my sister the same exact blanket at the same time, so I did start her panel. I didn't make it very far, about 50 or so rows, and I am fully unraveling. Oh my god. Ah, cats. I'm fully unraveling, please, guys. I got 50 or so rows. This is not high up on the list of things that I want to be working on, or need to be working on, I suppose, but it's so fun. It's so much fun. So we'll see. The thing that I really need to be working on is my Luma pullover. I've made no progress. So Luma pullover, I don't know if it is wild to be I want to separate for sleeves this week, but I kind of want to separate for sleeves this week because I really want to have a simple stockinette on the go, really badly, and I want it to be this so that I can work on this. This is for AJ, and the man's got a long torso, so I feel like the stockinette is going to take a minute. So it'd be great if I could separate for sleeves. I think that I will chill on the cross stitching of the blanket just to work on this a little bit today. I am at the part of the circular yoke where we're doing increases quite often, and I accidentally used an acrylic yarn as the white on that one row, and I've decided I don't care. I'm gonna work on this. I'm going to continue listening to my audiobook. The other reason I want to get to a stockinette is because my sister and I are doing a buddy read. This has already been such a buddy-oriented year, but we're doing a buddy read and it's on my Kindle, so I need to get to a stockinette project so I can do some reading and knitting at the same time. So yeah, okay, glad I filmed this, keeping myself accountable. Gonna work on some color work and listen to my book. If you're wondering what I'm reading, I started Black Cake by Charmaine Fulkerson. I'm gonna put my yarn away because my kitten wants to eat everything that she sees. So yeah, wish me luck this week. I hope that you get to work on all the whips that you've got or at least some of them. I know some people have a lot of whips. How many whips do you have? What are you working on? Let me know, and we'll catch up. We'll catch up probably tomorrow. Okay, bye. Hi. Yesterday was a bit chaotic, but I did work on the sweater, so that's good. I feel like I made okay progress. Eee. I didn't quite finish, well, I didn't quite finish the yoke, but that's okay. I am pleased with how it's looking. I did go back and redo the one like acrylic row that I accidentally did in the white. So that's good. I tried it on AJ. I cannot tell. I think it looks better for sure. For reference, I did have to restart this. I was knitting one size too big and it was just all over the place. So round 2, going much better. Why was yesterday chaotic? Because I was knitting and I was like really in my flow. Are you joking? That's insane. That's insane. So that happened like mid-round. I think I just knit one more round after. And so I had to like, this never happened to me before. It like split after the little like metal join that is normally, it just broke. So that was not fun. I am wanting to blame my kitten because she chews up the cables. Like I switched to this cable and it's got a couple of rough bits because she's definitely chewed on it. So I need to like restock on my cables because that's horrible. And it's a bummer because they're not cheap. So boo. But I'm going to go to a cafe and do some work and then hopefully get some knitting done when I decide to take a break, but I'm pleased with how it's looking. I want to finish the color work bit today, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, and I hope that your weekday, weekend, whatever day it is, I hope it's going well. All right, bye. Hi. It is like 2.5 days later. My last update was Monday, and I didn't end up filming, and I honestly didn't knit much Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. But I did get to knit a bit today. I finished the like big flower motif, and for the center bits here, I feel like it's probably curling quite a bit, but for the center bit of the flower here, I'm going to duplicate stitch the orange into the center. So we've got this small flower coming up where I'm going to have the flower petal bit be in the yellow color, and then the little center will be the orange. For the smaller flower, I will be just carrying the float because it is smaller, so I don't think I'll have to carry for too long. Guys, I don't know if the color work bit or if I'm separating for sleeves in this vlog, if I'm being so honest with you. I'm in very much of a, like, if I feel like it, then I'll do it type of mood. However I can get my comfort, I will, and sometimes that is in the way of video games or just rotting on my couch and not knitting. So yeah, if I do want something more mindless, then I would also not mind working on this, because I see Naomi in 2 days and I have not worked on this at all this week. Wish me luck on this or whatever I work on for the rest of their day. All right, bye. Hi, I feel better today. It is Friday and I get to work from home today, which is beautiful and wonderful because it is freezing outside. I gotta tell you guys how cold it is. It's 14 degrees Fahrenheit, which is -10 Celsius. Cold, very cold. And the lows are gonna be like 9 or -13. Which is crazy and too cold, frankly. But thankfully, I feel like when it's cold outside, it's like the perfect time to craft at home. Now, I made good progress and then ran out of my yellow yarn yesterday, which is kind of a bummer, because I would love to keep going. I genuinely had like I have like 2 more rows of this yellow and I ran out of the yellow, which sucks. But I will be doing the motif on the sleeves, so I guess it's fine. Like, I'll need the yellow. But I was so picky about what is that? Oh geez, I just floppy split splice moment, and I really hope that it like kind of felts in, because it is like right there. Anyway, so I bought like a wool cashmere blend sport weight yarn that I'm holding double. And I didn't even think like, oh, I'm holding double, so I'll need more than 1 skein. I was very particular about the color, like the content didn't really, I wanted it to not be super wash, but I was very particular about like what yellow I chose to go with this. And I like it and it's beautiful, but like $30 is insane for a skein of yarn that I'm just using for color work, but it's fine, it's fine. I'll be at the yarn shop on Saturday. Hopefully they have a record of what I bought, because I have no idea. I'll give them a call. I'll give them a call and see if I can find out and whether or not they have it in stock or if I need to order it. But I wish that this was done for today, because AJ did have to go to work in this freezing cold with like no sweater, which was sad. I also put his scarf away and I don't know where I put it. So just a bit of a bummer this morning, but it's okay. I think I do want to do the duplicate stitch on this though, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so for this beanie, I duplicate stitched before I blocked, but it's stockinette, so I feel like, I mean, it counts, but it's like, it's single strand, not like anything crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and make sure that my tension is, well, I guess my tension should just be normal, right? I want to make sure that I'm not like messing with the floats in the back, because that would be bad. I did have, and I removed my needles. I did have AJ try this on yesterday, and I think it looks good. I think. I'm a little worried. No, I think that it'll be fine. It's not too tight, which is good. And I don't think that it's too loose. It's really hard to tell, like, pre-separating for arms, and it is a circular yoke, so I think that, like, all of that in mind, there will be like weirdness, like when he lifts his arms. Not that he's gonna be lifting his arms, so I'm not worried about it. It's gonna be fine. If I can figure out a way to not mess with the floats in the back, somehow duplicate stitch just on the surface, that seems possible. Then I will do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna work on my cross stitching, because that also sounds lovely and divine. And yeah, that's it. I'll catch up with you guys maybe later today, show you guys the progress that I made before tomorrow. Okay, bye. Okay, hi. It is the next day. I am about to head out, but look at this insane progress that I made. We got all the leaves. I got a whole second motif done, and then just the leaves. So I just have to add the flowers and then, well, do the rest of the panel. If you can hear my kitten playing, I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. I also did duplicate stitch these guys, and I think that it's freaking beautiful. Now, I was a little worried because I was like, oh, I don't want to catch the floats. So I just didn't catch the floats. I just ignored the floats. So it wasn't very difficult. I was overthinking these like little plus signs that I had to do, and I'm very happy with how it's turning out. So there's that. I'm going to work on this today. I'm gonna go hang out with my bud, my pal, and go out in 7-degree weather. And because of that, I will be accessorizing with all my knitwear. I'm wearing a Rosetta sweater. I think it's the winter's pullover. I believe that's a sweater that exists. I'm also going to wear my mittens, which I never freaking wear, because here's the thing, I don't think I like wearing mittens, and because they have Suri, I touch my face a lot, but they are beautiful. They're the Ula, maybe that's how you say it, the Ula mittens by Suzanne Mueller or Paula M. I'm just gonna tuck my base layer underneath that because it's freezing outside. Then I'm gonna wear one of my Chunky Monkey beanies on my head. My hair is still wet and I'm not about to freeze, so I don't care if it messes up my hair, because it will mess up my hair, and that's fine. It's fine. Beanie. How's it look? I assume, you know what, it looks warm, so that's gonna be good enough for me. I will probably bring you guys along for some B-roll at Naomi's, and otherwise I'll check in with you guys maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Cool, bye. Okay, I just got back home from Naomi's and it was amazing hanging out with her as per usual. We made amazing progress, guys, like wild, crazy. We were planning on finishing this panel by next Saturday. How beautiful! I love it so much. So I have that much. I think, hello. I want to say like, honestly, I don't know, but I feel like I've done a lot. I have fully finished this bit. So I fully finished half of it, and then for the second panel, because they did separate it into two charts, I've got this bottom bit that needs the flower, like the little baby flowers, and then just some filling in to do, and just gonna keep going. Now, okay, so this whole week I was like, I want to cast on, and not being able to work on AJ's sweater, the Luma pullover, because I ran out of yarn, 2 days ago, has been difficult. However, I've got a new plan. So did I tell you guys this in this video already? I don't know, I don't remember. I know I've mentioned it in other videos, but I am making my sister this blanket as well. Now, this is going to be 4 panels of this. The colors alternate, like every other panel is going to be slightly different color-wise, which is nice. I think that that will keep things a little exciting, because as it stands, this dark teal kind of takes over, and it's a beautiful color, but you know, working with the same color for this long can be a little annoying. Now, what is my point, you might ask? I am planning on making my sister the same blanket at the same time. It still sounds psychotic, but let me show you guys where I'm at with her blanket. I haven't gotten very far, but the panel is about 200 plus something rows, and this is a little over 50. And I find the Tunisian crochet repetition to be quite nice, or at least I did for this. So here's hoping. Here's hoping I still feel that way, because 4 panels is going to be 1 blanket, so I'm making 8 total panels, and then also cross-stitching 200 odd rows. So I think it's going to be fun. My plan is to finish this. I kind of want to finish today. I think that's crazy, and I don't think that's going to happen, but here's why. What I want to do is I want to finish this entire panel today. That's not happening. It might though, and you know what? Delusion is what I live for. So we'll see how far I get. And I want to finish this by next Saturday, so that I don't have to have another Maker's Keep row counter for when I start this new panel, you know, like the panel for my own blanket. Whatever, it may or may not happen, but it would be cool. It would actually be really neat to make both blankets side by side, and also be done at around the same time-ish. We'll see if that happens. I don't know, I'll keep you guys posted on how far I get on the cross stitch. So there's that. I started a new book. It's called Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and it's very cute, it's very cozy, and I needed a cozy fantasy. I finished Black Cake. Did I start that this week? I finished Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson, and it was really good. So now I'm pivoting to a cozy fantasy. Black Cake wasn't too heavy, but I just need cozy right now. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep working. Best of luck on all your projects. I feel like I'm being a little too ambitious, but we'll see. There's also like no way to have like good posture while cross stitching. Do y'all have any tips on that? Because what the heck? I have been goblin mode for like a full 2 days at this point. So far, the best method has been propping it up on my knee and then assist. So I'll try that. But let me know if y'all have a better way of going about things. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay, progress has been made. I just got back from my knitting class, so I want to tell you guys about that. Well, I guess while this is here, I bought more of the Cascade Marrakesh, the merino cashmere that I've been using for the colorwork sweater. Yay! And then I taught a class on, or I am teaching a class on the Lakes cardigan. Guys, look at my little saddle shoulder cardigan. It's gonna be so cute. I am obsessed with this yarn. I love the color. These saddle shoulders are gorgeous. Very pleased with how my German short rows turned out. The class is every 2 weeks, and then before the next class, I'll need to have the back done. So we've got a couple stockinette rows, and then we just have some armhole shaping. And I think everything is just put on a scrap needle. I live for Ozetta cardigans, Ozetta sweaters, tees. Love everything that she makes. So good. And and the great news is that I was talking to some of the employees of the store and the owner, and I am going to be teaching another Lakes cardigan class. Like, as soon as this one's done in March, because we're doing every other week for 5 classes, as soon as this one's done, I've got like a 3-week break, just because of, I think, like Easter was it was like a holiday in between there, so we wanted to work around holidays. I'm gonna be teaching another one, and okay, I don't know if this is the yarn that I will be choosing, but manifesting, I might be, who knows. They have a Juniper Moon Farm cotton merino in a heavy worsted, a spring version. They have this like lemon yellow color, and I've been really liking a lemony yellow. I just don't know if it would work with my skin. I hope so. Otherwise, I'm thinking maybe like a baby blue, something cute, springy. I don't know. I feel like I need a Lakes cardigan in like every shade of color ever. Different like fiber combinations. I am obsessed with the pattern so much. I love it. So excited to work on that, but there's like no rush on it. I've made no progress on this colorwork sweater, so no point showing you guys, but I'm happy to have acquired the yarn. Today I worked on the what is this called? The cross stitching. Y'all, I am almost done. I'm almost done. That's it. In the 200 rows. I'm so close. I'm so happy. Now, it's still psychotic. I don't know if I will actually do what I said I was going to do yesterday with like finishing the cross stitching on this. I definitely will finish the cross stitching on this, but whether or not I will finish the Tunisian crochet bit on my sister's blanket throughout the week, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that. It would be nice, it would be convenient, but I would say priority wise, I want to work on the Luma pullover quite a bit. And I think this upcoming week, if possible, I want to do Luma pullover, Tunisian crochet, and kind of just like go back and forth like 50-50 that, because I don't think there are other projects that I need to work on. I've got 2 weeks to work on the Lakes back. There's plenty of time. I think like one evening will be sufficient to finish the back. I don't know if you can see the window, but it's dark as hell outside. It's only 6 o'clock, so I'm gonna stop yapping, because before I wrap up this video, I want to get more progress in. I would like to finish the cross stitching today, so wish me luck. Oh, one other thing. Yesterday, I said that I was going to be an outfit repeater today and get myself bundled up. I had my beanie yesterday, I had my mittens, and I had my sweater. This is all I had today. I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt underneath. It is 2 degrees outside and snowing. So don't know what I was thinking there, but back to cross stitching. Gonna listen to my book a bit, and I'll catch up with you guys tonight and wrap up the video. Eee! Okay, I did it. I honestly, I would not consider this normal. I'm glad I'm done with it. And I'm tired, so that's it. I'm excited to not cross stitch all week, maybe even all of next week too, because that was a lot. I may or may not work on my sister's blanket. I don't know. We'll see. I'm at this point, I just want to take a break from everything really. I need to rest my wrists and my shoulders. That was a lot. That was a lot. It's been a busy freaking week. I would say definitely not my average week, but I'm proud of everything that I finished. Thanks for coming along on this little weekly vlog with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.